To combat bowel diseases, we have to fund early-stage research, helping to get important work off the ground. This year, Bowel Research UK brought together their CEO and a patient to talk about the important role that funding plays in helping people live with their diseases.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
I think it'd be really, really lovely to hear your story and what happened to you and how you got to be here today.
So I've had 3 cancers in 3 years. And in, I'm going to say, 2018, I had noticed a little bit of blood in my poo. I went to my GP. He did some bloods and he wanted me to have a follow-up with a gastroenterologist. So I trotted off to see the gastroenterologist, only to discover that I had a 10-centimetre tumour living in my bowel.
So, Vix, the world stops, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You get thrown into this circus, really. I mean, obviously they were concerned about the size of my tumour. So they wanted it out, PDQ.
Having the surgery, having the treatment, the chemo, is one thing. It's what you have to live with afterwards, which perhaps isn't so well known.
I mean, the chemo is not helpful, really, with any bowel surgery. And then, of course, the chemo stops, and it's basically incontinence that you're left with. And how you manage that is hard. A bowel resection, you know, they chop out half your bowel, and you're therefore left with a very small storage capacity. The time between feeling like I need the loo and actually going to the loo is less than 2 minutes. That's the reality you're left with.
The choice is to take the approach you've done or become housebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember sitting in the first time I had an accident. From that moment on, I sort of had to pick myself up and say, you will not let yourself be embarrassed by this. You know, you need to take control of this, take ownership of it.
So what for you is important about research? What sort of things matter to you?
I think getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, that is a fantastic strapline. I mean, that is what it's all about. And I feel through my experience, I took huge comfort from hearing other people's stories. I just want other people who are, you know, facing the same issues to not be embarrassed, to not feel that humiliation, to not feel like they can't talk about it, because talking about it is the most important thing.
Bowel Research UK exists to fund early career research. How important would you say all of that is?
Huge respect for the work that you do. I've always felt that bowel cancer is not one of the trendier ones to have. Again, because of the stigma and because of the taboo, but it's catching it early. It's education. This promoting of open conversation just has such a widespread impact. It's educating the general population as to why that research is so important.
I'm a stage 3 bowel cancer survivor. I'm passionate about this work because I know what research has done to make sure that I'm here. You know, 20 years ago, we might not have been here. That's why I want to do more research. That's why I want to get the word out there, because, you know, maybe in 20 years' time, they'll look back at our video that we've made today and go, it really used to be like that. Yeah, there is a cure for bowel cancer. It's called research, and we'll do more great research. And like we say, in 20 years' time, not only will people be talking about it, but, you know, actually we'll have great treatments.
Yeah.
And maybe cures.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully everybody will be talking about poo a little bit more comfortably.
Yay.